Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, it definitely has felt a lot like spring and even summer around the tri-state area. On Monday, we had temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, even around 80. And to say the least, that has pretty much put a fork into the ice fishing season. There's still some ice around area lakes up on the northern, let's say north of Highway 14. But not anything where you can fish on. It's just basically a floating ice sheet and moving around back and forth depending on what direction the wind is blowing. But the good thing is that has opened up a lot of the lakes around the area, and I'm talking the wind has helped open up those lakes. And that has allowed some people to go out and fish from shore and pitch some jigs, jigs with minnows, jigs with plastics, jigs and twister tails. And that's been working fairly well in area lakes, and reports are fairly limited. But again, like Thompson, depending on where that ice sheet is at, has been catching a few walleyes there. Oakwood, a few being caught there. Twin, the trophy lakes, which again, you have to have a walleye 28 inches or larger to keep. But if you're looking for catch and release, that's the place to be. Even Madison and Island have been catching a few walleyes. But the place that everyone is heading to is the Missouri River. And it hasn't really been a great bite, a great consistent bite, that is. Some days have been good and the other days have been bad. I guess that's why we call it fishing, obviously. But all they're doing is fishing the transition between clean and dirty water, usually jigs and minnows for the most part. But even some people are, trolling crankbaits out there and having some success. But I think right now the main bite is being with jigs and minnows. So again, over the next week, we're looking at a little bit cooler temperatures as we head into the weekend. But overall, I think, again, spring is here. And all we need to do is have that walleye bite turn on as the water temperatures increase a little bit more with these warmer days that we experienced earlier in the week. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about two new products that have come out for this season, the open water season, that have gotten a lot of popularity, a lot of notoriety because of how many people have been looking forward to them, to say the least. And one of the first ones we're going to talk about is one of the first new baits that have ever been developed for forward-facing sonar. And what I mean by that is the live scopes or the mega live technology. These baits have been something that have been in research for, let's say, the past year and have been working quite well, to say the least. And what I'm talking about is the Berkley Power Bait Power Switches. They come in 3 different sizes, multiple number of different colors. This one here is what I call the Wonder Bread color. This one here is the White Wizard. This has been one of the popular colors that have been working well out in the Missouri River the past week and a half. But again, the shape of these baits make them unique, to say the least, but also that they show up so well on your forward-facing sonar. And that's, again, why it's so popular, because of the fact that so many people have forward-facing sonars now and are looking to find the fish. And when you see them, when you find them, you only have a limited amount of time to react, and you can throw these baits out there, and they're going to be the perfect presentation that you're going to be wanting. Now, honestly, if you don't have a forward-facing sonar, that doesn't mean you can't use these. They're still good, and they're still going to catch fish because they have a great scent, to say the least. So again, if you're interested in them, make sure you stop by here at the store. Now, the second product launch that we want to highlight tonight is the Acme Kalin's net that you see behind me. This has been one that we've already sold out of once. This is the second shipment that we already have, and we're only in the second or third week of the open water season. This is a net that has been developed by Tom Bowling. Many of you watch him on YouTube. He's a friend of Dakota Angler, and again, these nets have been researched by Tom or developed by Tom over the past year. He's gone through a number of different prototypes. This basket is 18 inches deep, has a handle that is extends out to 6 feet, and is unbelievably light. So that's what makes this net so unique, is the fact that if you're out there fishing by yourself, you don't want to be dealing with a heavy net or too shallow of a basket or even too deep of a basket. And that's where, again, using Tom's experience, this net has been proven to be a very viable tool when you're out there in the boat catching walleyes by yourself or even with other people. So again, if you're interested in this net or the power switches, make sure you stop by here at the store at Dakota Angler at 1120 East Benson Road, or check us out on the web at dakotaangler.com. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, all you have to do is send it to me. Send it to Todd at dakotaangler.com. And as I mentioned earlier, and as I've mentioned in previous reports, we've pretty much switched over to open water equipment here at Dakota Angler. But if you're interested in anything ice fishing, we still have it, obviously, and you can the best way you can do that is go to our website at dakotaangler.com and order it from our website, and we'll ship it to you as soon as possible. Or we can do an in-store pickup, and we'll have it available for you the next day. So again, even though the ice fishing season is pretty much over and done with here in South Dakota, you're still able to get some ice fishing gear if so desired. But again, as I mentioned, if you're looking for anything open water, this is the place you want to be at. We have a great selection, a wide array of different products that is going to make your next open water trip a success. So if you're interested in it, make sure you stop on by here at the store at 1120 East Benson Road, or go to our website, as I mentioned, dakotaangler.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you. And if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp. As we say around here, fish on! Thanks for watching, folks. Stay healthy, and as always, stay safe.